Hi. Offending Angel's shoot went incredibly well, I have to say. It was another age. We were shooting on Super 16mm due to the upfront cost saving against 35mm Kodak, along with a camera hire and savings also on basically everything. But this wasn't digital, and I was too aware, as both the producer and director, that every time the camera rolled, that was money streaming past the shutter. But I shot very economically. Nearly everything was captured in take one or take two. I only once went to 6 takes. I can't quite remember what that was for. I made the mistake though of believing I could direct myself in a film. I think that was a mistake. I mean, some can do it and some can do it very well, like Clint Eastwood for instance, but mere mortals like myself, it was a stretch. I had no idea what I was doing, how I was coming across in any given scene, so I stupidly asked the other actors, who'd instantly curl their lips and start swearing at the base level of my acting abilities. So it is to work with your mates. But there was a great camaraderie, and because it was a comedy, the mood on set was generally light, easy, fun. There was a huge amount of corpsing, laughing on camera. In one scene I styled out to be a bit like a gunfight, but was in fact a bun fight. All I'll say is there's a reason why there are so few shots of Andrew Lincoln's reaction. Whatever the film genre is, will have a great say in the tone of the shoot. If you're doing a hard drama with people suffering and dying left and right, don't expect the downtime to be fun and games. Scheduling I got right, and the shoot finished 3 days early, and this is all down to planning and having a really clear idea of what you want. The second you don't, things grind to a halt, and it's hard enough with extraneous noise like planes going over, car horns, police sirens, or running out of film or batteries to keep on top of your shoot. Most of the time you'll only have a location for a relatively narrow window, or someone will want their car back. So you really do need to have a handle on what it is you're wanting to do and an idea of how you're going to get it in the most efficient way possible, be that with camera moves, meaning lighting moves also. And again, your cast need to be on their game too. You cannot afford for undisciplined people turning up late, not knowing their lines. I had a script supervisor who'd never done the job before and failed to learn the job on the shoot moreover. What this meant was I needed the actors to start taking care of their own continuity. In the main, with any actor who's been on a set more than once, it becomes second nature to them to know when they move their arm to rest their hand on a chair, when they turn their head, and when they picked a cup up, etc. I remember sending someone for a wardrobe change and telling them the colour of the shirt they needed. They came back with the right colour on, but it was long sleeve, not short, like the previous scene it needed to tie to. I didn't realise until the edit, but every movie has continuity glitches. You only need to look at IMDb to see them all listed. I have absolutely no idea why anyone would spend the time and take such glee in finding fault and then posting it all up online. Anyway, all you can do is your best. If the film is entertaining enough, the majority of people either won't notice or they'll forgive the slight infraction. Hopefully though, you won't need to move base too often. That sucks a huge amount of time from your day. Again, you completely swerve this as a problem if you aren't shooting the movie in one go, but breaking it up so shoot days are in isolation. The other key thing is to make sure that all your paperwork is in order. Everyone needs to be contracted. You need to get the shoot insured as a minimum. It's not even that you couldn't trust absolutely everyone. I could. But when you get to the pointy end of selling the film, getting distribution interested, no one will touch your film if you don't have that completed paper trail. Every T crossed, every I dotted. Your film will be unsellable if you don't do the necessary top to bottom and throughout. That said, you can download boilerplate forms for most things off the internet with a little investigation. This stuff doesn't need to cost the earth from movie lawyers. Simple contracts and release forms are out there, and I definitely had mine off the internet with blanks for names and addresses to go in. It doesn't have to cost anything beyond paper and ink, but you can't move without a chain of title. Look into it, get it nailed down. If it's not your bag, again, get a producer or line producer for whom it's a walk in the park, but make sure that you get all of this sorted out and that everyone who walks on set or on your location has signed the relevant piece of paper.